Yo, what is up, guys? It's your boy Vegas here with my first ever rebuild and the first video on this channel. And today we're going to be rebuilding the Houston Texans. They're kind of a young team, a good team too. I always do that, man. And we're just going to see if we can get to the playoffs in a few years. And we're going to check out the team and just go from there. We're going to see who we need, who we don't need, and try to get to the team as best as possible in the next few years. So the team, of course, got C.J. Stroud, we got Dameon Pierce, Devin Singletary. The wide receiver core honestly is not looking amazing. We're gonna put Tank Dell up to wide receiver 2, I think. And then the O-line needs a lot of help. We could also use a tight end too. On defense, though, we got Will Anderson Jr., who is a rookie, of course. And we're honestly not looking horrific, but we could always do better. Devin Singletary over here, there's Stingley. I can't pronounce his last name. Stingley. He didn't really have the best rookie year last year. I might try developing him just because he's young. How old is he again? He's 22? Yeah, he's just 22, so I mean, we might move him up in the depth chart just to try to, you know, get him some play time, and maybe he'll develop a little bit. I mean, Shaq Griffin will probably go up to corner 2, and we'll probably have we'll probably have Derek in at CB3, and I'm not sure. We'll see who all we actually need. I mean, Jimmy Ward and Petrie at safeties. We do need linebackers pretty badly. I mean, we got Perryman right outside linebacker, but our linebackers aren't the best. We got Sheldon Rankins, we got Collins right here at D tackle 1 and 2, who aren't the worst. They could be better. And then on special teams, you know, we just got average guys. You know, might put Tank Dell in for one of those. And specialists, you know, we got Will Anderson, Desmond Keene, right? Yeah, Desmond Keene at slot, Will Anderson at left end, rush left end. Sheldon Rankins at rush D tackle. Our rush right end is Wunkovic. I think that's how you pronounce it. Not the best, and our sub linebackers, Perryman, who isn't even like it's supposed to be in that general area. Slot wideout though is Robert Woods, who is kind of old. If I'm not mistaken, he's about 32. And then we got Singletary as the third down back, and Pierce is the power back. But we're gonna just see if we can make any moves this preseason and get the team going. But I guess real quick, we'll just adjust the lineup for the preseason and see how that goes. And I'll see you guys after the preseason's over and we get to the regular season. All right, so I ended up cutting Steven Nelson. We got Stingley at CB2, and then we have Shaquille Griffin at CB3 with Desmond Keene at cornerback 1. We didn't make any other roster moves. I'll probably sign a guy in free agency for center, is what I'm thinking. And after that, we might look for a better center and guard just for the year. And we'll see how these guys develop. C.J. Stroud, we got Tank Dell, C.J. Stroud, and Will Anderson Jr., who should all develop pretty nicely. I might change the playbooks up a little bit if we don't do like very well this year, but I don't really want to, so we're just gonna simp to the regular season and see what happens. But yeah, I mean, shameless plug. If you guys could subscribe if you like the video, I'd seriously appreciate it. And yeah, let's just get into this rebuild. Some practice squads players signed. We're gonna go and check out free agency. Yeah, so we cut Steven Nelson because he's kind of old. He's just gonna regress and he's costing us money. And that can be used better elsewhere. We go down to left guard. There really really isn't anybody amazing. Yeah, we'll just stick with what we got. I mean, we can see how well our guys do, and all stuff set to enable. So, I mean, our biggest needs are going to be middle linebacker, so we will set our scouts. I'm thinking middle linebacker. We don't need quarterback or tight end, so you can be fired. Defensive tackle and interior lineman. We can keep him. Honestly, we can keep everyone else. Actually, we're gonna fire him, and then we're gonna look for someone. Cornerback and middle linebacker. I mean, that's literally exactly what I wanted. So we're gonna hire this guy, and then for just kind of crappy guys, we'll do wide receivers and cornerbacks. Just see if that helps us out at all. And yeah, we'll see what's left for us at the midseason mark. We'll see how well the Houston Texans are doing. We're a hard 79 overall right now. We'll actually take a quick look at our team right before the season starts. Tank Dell's up to a 74 overall. Awesome. CJ Stroud is still a 73. Our line's it's gonna be rough. Larrison's still 78. Stingley's up to 78 with morale boost. Honestly, the team's looking solid. I don't expect us to do very well. But I think we could do like 5 to 7 wins, maybe. We'll see what that's looking at mid-season. All right, so at the mid-season mark, we are looking horrific. We're 1-5 at the moment. Wow. We're gonna check our stats and awards. So CJ Stroud is playing awful. 5 touchdowns and 7 interceptions. Damian Pierce, 4.1 yards per carry is not awful. Receiving, Robert Woods is our leading receiver. John Mechie III is our second, and Tank Dell's third. Yeah, this is kind of rough. Let's see. I bet it's our O-line. Yeah, we've given up. Honestly, only Kenyon Green's kind of sucked, which is actually really surprising. I mean, yeah, we already got. I don't know. I think I'm going to change up the playbooks. Cool. So we'll see if this helps us out at all. If not, we should have some pretty good picks. We have a young team. Not weekly strategy. We'll take a look at the team right now, just at the midseason mark. See if anyone's actually revealed their dev trait. I think Will Anderson should, and CJ Stroud should. Okay, so CJ Stroud hasn't yet. He's up to 75 hard. He's down 2 morale. Tank Dell's just star, but he's a 75 already. Honestly, with the receiving core we have, I'm actually not too disappointed in CJ Stroud. How many more? He needs 1 more snap to get that dev trait revealed. Our line's looking horrific as it should. Let's see if Will Anderson Jr. is just a star dev, but Desmond Keene up to a superstar. He must have had some scenario or something because he was normal, if I'm not mistaken. Stingley's up to a hard 77, and then we got Shaq Griffin up to an 80 with morale boost. But yeah, so it's looking like we're gonna need an outside linebacker and middle linebacker, and probably some D line along with O line. And let's just see what picks we have. We can do that later. I'm not too heavily worried. Let's just get to the end of the season and see if by some chance we make the playoffs. All right, so we actually kind of make a comeback. We ended up going 7-10. I think 7 was my upside on what I thought we could do. So I'm actually kind of pleased with that. The Colts go 15-2. Wow. So I think our playbook adjustments probably played a massive role in us going 7-10. Let's just look at what our lineup looks like. And CJ Stroud's star dev. He's hard at 78 though, which is great. Robert Woods is 76 or 77 actually. Tank Dell's up to 77. John Mechie's up to 76. How old is John Mechie? 23. Oh, he's pretty young, so he should actually develop pretty well. And then Robert Woods is old. He's like 32, 31. Yeah, he's an old man. So I don't know who all needs to be signed in free agency, or not free agency, but who all we need to re-sign. But we'll look at that just shortly. On defense, Will Anderson up to an 82 already. Desmond Keynes is hard 80, which is great. +2 morale to Derek Stingley, which is great. He's an 81 overall now. Petrie's just, I think he can develop. I mean, he's a 79, down with morale, of course. Derry Perryman is, how big is he? He's 30. He's old, 240. He could be a rusher, but we'll just, I don't know who all I really need off this team. Because I feel like there's a lot of money being put into guys that aren't performing amazing. But we're going to go and look at the season stats for our team. See how we ended up. And then after that, we're going to check out some other things. All right, so CJ Stroud finished off pretty strong with 3,600 yards. It's not the best in the world, but it's something. 25 touchdowns and 19 interceptions, which is rough. That's really rough. Rushing, Dameon Pierce hit 1K yards, 4 yards per carry. I like that. It's good. It's actually really good average of yards per carry. Receiving, Tank Dell led the receiving core. No 1,000 yard receivers, though we did have 3 800 yard receivers, which is good. Tank Dell with 5 touchdowns, Robert Woods with 9, and John Mechie with 6. Dalton Schultz actually got 4 touchdowns, which is good. And then blocking, Kenyon Green only let up 1 more sack after that. Wow. He does not want to leave, I'm assuming. Titus Howard, 6 sacks. Honestly, this isn't very bad, all things considered. But Shaq Mason performing the best with only 1 sack allowed. And then on defense, Christian Christie leads the team with tackles, with 114 tackles, 110 for Denzel Perryman. Will Anderson Jr. gets 22 tackles for loss. Malik Collins 15 for Sheldon Rankins, and 13 for Christian Christie. And then Will Anderson only gets 6 sacks, which is kind of disappointing, to be completely honest. Jonathan Greenard gets 5. Jerry Hughes Jr. gets 5. Sheldon Rankins gets 2.5, and just a few for a couple other guys. Then interceptions. Desmond Keene has 5 interceptions. I don't have to say it, but he's staying on the team. He played phenomenally, it looks like. Derek Stingley with 3. Jimmy Ward with 3. Christian Christie with 2 at middle linebacker. So he actually performed decently. Shaquille Griffin with 2. Denzel Perryman with 1. And yeah, I mean, honestly, like, we might not need, like, we might take 1 corner. I'm not sure. We'll have to look and see who's in the draft. But we're going to check out season awards and see what happens. So it looks like the MVP is going to be Lamar Jackson. Do we have anyone up there? Geno Smith's up there. Anthony Richardson. I forgot Anthony. Geez, English is hard. Anthony Richardson plays for the Colts, and they went 15-2. That's pretty good. But just more guys you'd see up there. Coach of the Year, Colts head coach, of course. Mike McCarthy's right up there. Dak Prescott was number 4. All right. Yeah, we don't got any players up here yet, and we'll just have to wait till
the Super Bowl to see if we have any defensive rookie of the year, offensive rookie of the year, anything like that. I doubt we have offensive rookie of the year. But we're gonna sim. We're an 80 overall. I forgot to resign people. That's not good.
Let's see. We got some upgrades. Let's just mainly go on an upgrade. Will Anderson Jr. Oh, he went up to Superstar Dev. Let's go. Maybe he won an award. I'm not sure. We'll give him Speed Rusher. Just what he has already. He's up to an 83 overall heavy. Up 1 with morale boost. +1 acceleration. That's awesome. Will Anderson with another upgrade. All right. We'll do Speed Rusher again. Doesn't hurt. Up to an 84 now. Superstar. Abilities. I don't know if abilities really matter too terribly much. As you know, when you're just simming, but I don't know. Doesn't hurt to try. So the Super Bowl was the Chiefs versus the Niners, or is the Chiefs versus the Niners. We're gonna go into our roster and see who needs to be re-signed. Dalton Schultz, we can honestly let go of. He is really. Oh, we have a ton of cap room. Who am I kidding? We'll see. We want Desmond King back. Holy smokes. He is older. I'll give him a 3-year deal. He's not too terribly expensive. Honestly, this looks like a good deal. Perfect. We get Desmond King back and freaking re-signing. Noah Brown, we don't need. He's kind of old. Shaquille Griffin's a little bit on the older end. We'll give him a 2-year deal. He performed alright. I think he had 2 interceptions last year. 2-year deal worth 6.2 mil, and he takes it. Dalton Schultz, how old is he? He's 27. I'm cool with a 4-year deal. Bump the money just a little bit, and he signs. Devin Singletary didn't perform at all last year. We don't need him back. Do we really need many of these guys back? Tertarius Howard, he's 276. I might as well sign him. If there's someone better in free agency, we take him and release Howard at the worst. 14.7 over 2 years. I think this is fair. We're paying him over. And let's see, Denzel Perryman, he's old. Yeah, 30. Sheldon Rankins is old. We'll let go of him. Because we can get better guys in free agency. So I think that's what we're going to do. And we're just going to make sure we don't have anyone important that needs to sign. Jerry Hughes Jr., he's 35. He's old, man. This team has a lot of old guys on it. Holy smokes. We'll re-sign our kicker. He's looking fine. We could probably just pick up. Oh, our kicker didn't accept. That's whatever. Our punter, I mean, we can pick up new guys in free agency. That's perfectly fine by me. But we're gonna sim the Super Bowl. See who wins. Simulating the Super Bowl week. And the San Francisco 49ers, the 8-9 49ers, defeat the 12-5 Kansas City Chiefs in Super Bowl 17-7. Low scoring. Brock Purdy gets that ring. Let's look at the awards for the recap. That works. So Niners win. MVP is Brandon Ayuk. Lamar Jackson wins MVP of the year. Colts head coach wins. Coach of the year. Offensive player of the year goes to Lamar Jackson as well. Offensive player of the year goes to Micah Parsons. Offensive rookie of the year goes to quarterback Anthony Richardson. And we actually, Will Anderson Jr. gets defensive rookie of the year. So that's probably why he went up to a superstar. But those are the awards for the year, it looks like. And really, we can look at some college players, but let's see what upgrades we have. If it's not important, I'm just going to upgrade them all. 8 players are upgraded. Sweet.
But yeah, going into the offseason, we were an 80 overall. Let's see who retired this year. All right, quarterback Jerry Hughes retires. No one insane from our team retired at least. Jason Kelsey, that's huge for the Eagles. All right, I'm not too terribly concerned. We don't need to re-sign any more players, and we're just gonna look at who looks draftable, I guess. I mean, where do we pick? Not scouts, prospects. Ooh, top 5. I mean, this quarterback actually looks phenomenal. Let's see. Physicals, hasn't done the combine yet. I mean, A catching, A man, and A press. This cornerback could be really good and actually might be worth trading up for. Gordon Hall doesn't have the best stats. I mean, we'll look at them later. We'll just move on and we'll see where we are in the draft and who will be available to us. But let's look at the team going into the offseason and free agency and just see. Actually, we're just going to go into the offseason. We're not going to re-sign anybody else, but we will just advance the week so that we can get to the free agency period. We're going to see what positions we really need and see if we can make any big signings. We do have $85 million. So we'll see what we can do with that. I think it's close to 85 mil in cap. So we're an 80 overall right now, which is actually a lot higher than I was expecting. But we're going to look at our lineup real quick, see who we have. Senior Stroud is at a hard 78, which is great. We got Damian Pierce. Robert Woods is regressing. So we are honestly going to make Tank Dell our number 1 wide receiver. John Mitchie played really well, so he'll become number 2. We might look to see if there's someone we can sign in free agency to be solid number 3 or number 2 and put John Mitchie back at wide receiver 3. Our line is not good.
We need a center and a left guard badly. I might look at taking those positions in the draft. If there's someone good that's not too terribly expensive, I'll take him in the draft. Or in free agency, my bad. T. Howard, he let up so many sacks last year. But Kenyon Green was the big issue, honestly. But defense is looking a little rough. Desmond Keene regressed. But Jimmy Ward went up to superstar. Interesting. Let's see if there's a reason why he regressed. Development trait. No reason, I guess. Okay. That works. That makes complete and utter sense as why he regressed. No, it doesn't. But, I mean, Jimmy Ward went up to superstar. How old is he? He's 33. We're going to be looking for a replacement for him soon. So, I mean, we'll take it while he plays for us this year. But yeah, linebackers looking thin. We need a linebackers. So honestly, free agency, we're probably going to look at a middle linebacker and at least one outside linebacker. And then we're going to look for some ends and tackles. Because we could draft these guys. Like, I'm not too concerned. The O-line is way more draftable than it has been in past Maddens. So I think that's what we're going to do and what we're going to kind of focus on in free agency. But let's look at free agents. Let's see who's available. Austin Eckler, don't need. Mike Williams, don't need. Keenan Allen, don't need. Bobby Wagner's available. He's old and not interested. We're just going to go through some of these guys. Michael Pierce, he's 31. Gerald Everett, superstar, he's 30. Khalil Mack, all these guys are so old. Uchenna Nwosu, he could be a guy that we could bring on for like 3 years. Maybe do a 4-year deal. Bump it up just a little bit. Give him a little bit of an incentive. Let's see if I wonder if we lead on anyone.
Or I guess we have one guy that we're on right now. Marcus Peters. Mecole Hardman would be someone interesting to bring in. But I don't know. I want Tank Dell to develop. I think we can get some good wide receivers in. Ooh. Devin White wants to come on really badly, and he's only 26. I mean, if we can fill these voids in free agency, that would actually be awesome. I'm cool with that deal. At 69.5 mil. Nice. Let's look at like specific positions. We need line. John Ryan. This guy's a few years younger and just as good with start dev, so we'll actually go for him for a decent amount.
We'll see if he signs. If he doesn't, it's not that big of a deal. But we need left end and D tackle bad. Leonard Floyd. I mean, there's no really like even decent young guys. I mean, Dante Fowler, who's 30. I mean, I might as well go after Mike Dana. I don't know.
We'll do 2 years. I'm gonna bump up that offer actually, and then at D tackle. I mean, we don't need something crazy. I mean, we'll go after Michael Pierce just for this year. He's kind of expensive. I'm not too terribly worried about who we signed. Oh, I still have it set to D tackle. Go back up to all. Look at all my signings and maybe bump up it a little bit for anyone. Chinanu. I'll bump it up a little bit for him. I really don't want to have to go after these guys in free agency. So are we still... How do we go down? We'll give him a 4-year deal. How about that? Okay, we're 2. I want to Chinanu. I've had him in... He does pretty good in sim. So I think that's my last offer to Chinanu. If he signs, he signs. If he doesn't, he doesn't. But we have the top offers on everyone else, it looks like. And we're just gonna see if anyone signs. Alright, so everyone signs, but Cesar Ruiz, who now has the Raiders, interested. And Mike Dana, let's see who signed. Everyone signed so far. Wow, that's actually awesome. We'll bump up his money just a little bit. Give him 4 years. Let's see if that puts us in the lead. It doesn't, but that's okay. Okay, so we don't get that guard. Do you get my Dana? We don't get him either. So we got some solid guys. Nothing that we can't draft. We didn't miss out on too terribly much. But yeah, I mean, our defensive passing game was really good. I mean, 4th in the NFL for how much we let up. And I'm just gonna sim to the draft. I don't know what picks we have actually, so this is gonna be a little interesting. But I mean, we'll make it work. You know how we do things around here. But alright, we're gonna just look at our team before the draft, see what we need, and we'll go from there. And honestly, our team is looking kind of solid. I didn't see anyone important or like worth picking up in free agency that was a wideout. Maybe next year there'll be someone. Nico Collins down here.
We do need to draft a center and a left guard, which we can do in later rounds, unless there's someone that looks just phenomenal. Our corner situation's looking good, and
The guys we signed in free agency are not in our lineup. We need to go to the depth chart and bump them up. Or actually, hold up. Let's see. Generate this lineup. Confirm. Okay, cool. Here we go. So we could go for like a right end, a right outside linebacker, and lineman. Lineman. I mean, those are really like our biggest needs right now is a right outside linebacker, a right end, and offensive lineman. So we'll probably take a few hits at those, and we'll see who's available. I don't know what pick I draft at, so we'll see. We're gonna pause the draft though. So manage your draft board. We're gonna see. So I pick at round 1 8, round 2 9, round 3 25, round 4. I have 2 round 4 picks. Okay, so I'm not gonna be able to get any of these top guys probably. Is there anyone decent down here? This looks. Ooh, this left end might be good. Let's see what he looks like. Physicals, elite acceleration, elite change of direction, solid strength, 30 reps. So Jerry Daniels is a guy that looks good. I mean, we are looking for linemen, but I really don't need a ton of linemen. Here's a cornerback down who we might be able to get in a second. He's fast. He's strong and fast. A press, A zone. Catching's kind of crap, but other than that, I mean, looks like he has upside. We probably won't be able to draft him if I'm being completely honest. We'll kind of just see who's available when we get there and go from there. But Luther Cole looks nice. Damian Spenson. His press isn't good. He has A-man, B-zone. He's slow. I don't want him. Thank you. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead to our draft pick, and we're going to pick that guy that I was just looking at. Honestly, don't even remember his name. Next user pick. And we're going to make our selection. Pick player. So it was this left end Jerry Daniels. I mean, we only got tackles ahead of us. Oh, this right end might.
okay, actually, let's take a peek at this right end. 'Cause it was a right end that I needed. 31 reps. Solid. So it's either a speed rusher or power rusher. 274, 6'5". I think I like this guy more. Let's just look at his physicals again. I mean, they're both really good. I feel like Jared Daniels might have a little bit more upside. But Brandon Carter, I mean, A tackle, B power moves, C block shedding. And his physicals aren't bad by any means. You're in the 8th fastest. We're going to draft this guy. Brandon Carter, he's our guy. Let's see. Hidden dev, 85 strength, 81 speed, 84 acceleration. That's actually pretty quick for right end. That's awesome. Skills, still looks good. Sweet. Pumped about that pick, actually. And we're going to go to our next pick. I mean, we don't have very many picks this year, so. Did I say our pick in the next round? We're going to skip to our next user pick.
So we do need guards, like a guard in the center. I'll probably look at taking one in round 3 and 4. I do have receivers. Jermaine Bowden. Yes, that corner we were looking at's gone. This guy doesn't look too bad, honestly. He's not the slowest. He's 8th. Will Irvin. We don't need cornerback though. That's my issue. Wow.
All right, so we just finished the draft. I just picked about I think through the fourth through the 7th round, and I'm actually pretty excited to see our recap. I think we got a few really good players in there, and I think we got a few busts, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what we got. And our first pick is only 72, but Alex Scott, that left guard I grabbed in the 2nd, looks really nice. And he's going to be our highest overall. Elijah Baldwin, the center I got, is going to be our 2nd highest. I picked him up in the 4th round. He looks good. Brandon Carter, right end. Yeah, I whiffed on a lot of these picks. These guys just looked fast. But some of these guys were in the later rounds. So I'm not too terribly concerned. I still have a hole at left outside linebacker. I purely picked this guy because he's a cornerback and his name is Duke Pickens, and I thought that was fucking hilarious. But other than that, I mean, we didn't steal nobody too amazing. The draft just didn't seem like it was full of amazing people. Jeremy Drake, I think he was the #1 pick. Amazing, holy smokes. And then the cornerback was the 2nd best player in the draft. He was picked right before I grabbed that right end. But yeah, man, there's some good players in this draft. But it didn't look like I missed out on too terribly much. I got Alex Scott. He's a good player. Man, I should have been able to pick some of these other guys out, but I'm not gonna stress it. I feel like we did pretty decent in our draft, considering I'm garbage at drafting. Like actual, like, just dog water. But we'll advance to the next week. Hey, we will see how we do this preseason. We're gonna go down and manage our roster because I forget who had a hidden dev. I drafted a few guys with hidden dev. Generate best lineup. Baldwin has hidden dev. Sadly, Scott's only normal, but I think that's all right. I think he'll develop perfectly fine. Damian Pierce is up to an 85. Tank Dell's up to 78 with a morale boost. John Mitchie, Robert Woods, Nico Collins. And then on defense, picked up hidden dev. I forget his name. Was it Ben? Brandon Carter. Hopefully he develops nicely and becomes a stud, because if we can have 2 studs, that'd be awesome. And then we really didn't get anyone decent in free agency to come in at right outside linebacker, and it's just it's the way it happened. So it's partially my fault, but it's okay. If worse comes to worse, I'm sure in free agency I can go and pick someone up real quick. But special teams, I don't have a kicker, I guess. Oh, I didn't sign a kicker in free agency. Yeah, I'm gonna hop into free agency real quick, sign a kicker and a punter and maybe right outside linebacker, and then we're gonna get the season going and see how well we can do. But just real quick, I need a kicker and a punter. Gano, you're a Texan. Thank you. Gillikin, you're a Texan. Thank you. And then really we just need like a left or right outside linebacker that's not him. Is there anyone? Frank Clark. He's old as snot. None. Power rusher.
he's way younger. We'll sign Frank Clark, just to a 1-year deal, just to kind of fill that void and see if it can help us out at all. If it doesn't, it's whatever. But I think Frank Clark should be able to help us out, and we're going to advance to the regular season. And we're gonna look at our team at the regular season, see how things are going. I forgot to do best lineup because I don't think I automatically put the guys in. Oh, not depth chart. Just kidding. Just blue ball, you guys. We're gonna be looking at the lineup. Jeez, I am struggling right now. And it's looking good. Tank Dell, John Mechie. Now, I think I'm feeling good about this team right now. I wonder who we're gonna have to re-sign. Okay, so yeah, I didn't put any of our guys in, which sucks, but that's okay. Up to a 74 already, so he's already gone up 2 overalls. So that makes me wonder if he has superstar, dev trait, which would be killer. Will Anderson's up to an 85. Derek Stingley's a 80 with the morale boost. So yeah, we're doing good. It looks like Frank Clark's now in. We got Nuosu and Devin White, and then on offense, we got Baldwin, and I mean, hopefully we'll see how we're doing at the midseason mark. Hopefully it's better than last year. I don't know how we could do worse, but we're gonna sim to the mid-season mark and we're gonna see what goes. All right, we're at the mid-season of year 2, and we have one more game, one more win compared to what we had last year. That's lovely. We're above the Titans. But we're gonna real quick. We're gonna go and check out if we have any dev traits that have been unlocked. Baldwin is up to 74, and he's just star dev, which sucks. He's actually up to 75. Scott's up to 76. Tank Dell's up to 78 hard. John Mechie. CJ Stroud's up to 79. And then defensively, Carter's up to 75. He's only star dev, but that's alright. It's not the end of the world. And I wonder we must not be playing very well. Gano and Gillikin. And actually, the Pickens guys are special teams man, because looks like he's the best man for the job. Nico Collins in at slot. Why is he in at slot? I should honestly probably have Tank Dell or John Mechie in there, but we'll let it slide. Rush right ends Frank Clark. We're gonna move that up to Carter. Just because Nuosu needs to be a rush left end, so I'm gonna go into the depth chart, change that up, make Nuosu our rush left or rush right end, and we'll see what that looks like. But actually, what hand this is? Let's see. It should say edit player. Does it say what hand he is? Dominant hand he is? Right. Yeah. So right is fine. I didn't change anything. Yeah. So we'll make him the right side rusher instead of Carter. I think Carter's, is he that big? He's not very big. Actually, we'll do the rest of the season with Nuosu just how he is, and then we'll see if we turn around. If not, I'm not sure. Let's see who needs to negotiate a new contract this year. We have $76 million. We have Jimmy Ward re-sign, who honestly, if we're doing really, should we trade him? I almost want to trade him because how old is he? He's 33. But he's a superstar. Nico Collins we can let go of. Jason Mills we can let go of. Frank Clark's, that's fine to leave. Derek Stingley Jr.'s in a contract year. We'll see if, yeah, we'll just sign these guys at the end of the season and see how everything works out. We got 76 mil to work with, and I'm not too concerned if I lose any of them. We're going to sim to the playoffs, see if our record gets any better. If not, I'm going to be sad. But I think it will get better. I don't think it can get worse unless they take a win away somehow.
Which I wouldn't be surprised if Madden found out how to. It would not surprise me at all. All right, so it looks like we went 4-13. We somehow did worse than last year, but I mean, the second year of a rebuild, you always sim awful. I mean, we played like garbage. 31st worst offensive points per game, 31st rush defense, 26 pass, 31st rush defense. Jeez, rush offense and defense, man. What went wrong? What the heck? Let's look at our just stat. CJ Stroud was just another mid-year, 23 touchdowns to 10 picks. I might have to change up our playbook to Chiefs or something, because we're not doing good at all. I mean, rushing, Damian Pierce had another 1,000-yard year. 4.6 yards a carry and 8 touchdowns is pretty good. And Mike Boone, 2.4 yards a carry, but he had 6 touchdowns. Receiving, Tank Dell had 1,100 yards, which is awesome, and 10 touchdowns. Hell yeah, let's go. Nico Collins, of course, the contract year performs pretty well. Dalton Shorts. John Mechie did not perform very well at all, but I think it's because he wasn't in the slot. If I put him in the slot, he would probably do better. It's like, what's his speed? I think he's pretty quick. I mean, he's not the fastest, but I mean, he can be a slot receiver for sure. And just a few other miscellaneous guys, but Tank Dell really carried when it came to, blocking. Alex Scott allowed 9 sacks. Man, our left guards are getting just bullied. Elijah Baldwin with 8. Our 2 rookies, Titus Howard needs to be replaced. Laramie Tunsil, he's old. But our right guard didn't allow a single sack. Shaq Mason, wow, he performed phenomenally. No sacks allowed for him. Oh, let's look at our defense too. Let's miss that. And defensively wise, Devin White with 148 tackles, Nosu with 115. Tackles for loss, Will Anderson Jr. led the team with 14. Michael Pierce had 10. Nosu with 9. Malik Collins with 9. Frank Clark with 6. And then sacks, Will Anderson Jr. had 9. Chen Nwosu had 5. We're going to put him on the edge. Malik Collins with 3. Brandon Carter with 3. He did not do very well. And then Desmond King with 2 picks. And Devin White with 1. And that's all the interceptions we had. No wonder we suck so bad. Wow. Okay, we're going to be changing some things, I think, because that is horrific. I forgot to scout specific players in our draft class, which kind of sucks, but it's not the end of the world. It looks like Devin White got a player of the week. But we're going to just look at the team right now, see not team salaries. Holy smokes, I am awful at this. Jeez Louise. Manage roster, lineup. And, I mean, Larry Tunsil, how old is he? 30. We might try to trade him for some picks. Honestly. Because, okay, so, yeah, John Mechie is going to drop down into the slot. Tank Dell's up to an 80 overall, which is great. And the second, Amari Rogers. Okay, for a second I was like, is his first name going to be Aaron?
But it looks like we didn't have any dev upgrades on offense. C.J. Stroud is up to an 81 overall, which is great. On defense, Will Anderson's up to an 88, which is good. Frank Clark we're letting go of. Devin White, he's doing good. Brandon Carter, I forgot his name. I think it's Brandon. Brandon Carter's up to 77, which is all right. And then, I mean, no one special really on offense. I mean, or on defense. I mean, Jimmy Ward. I think we're gonna try to trade Jimmy Ward and Larry Tunsil because he just was not it last year. And then we'll see if there's anyone that needs like a draft. I mean, C.J. Stroud isn't performing the best, but we might change our playbook again, just to see if that's something with the playbook that I chose. Not staff. I want to go to franchise, but I'll see you guys at the I cannot choose something for my life. Wow. Manage staff, franchise staff. I'm awful. I'm the worst. But we might go to Chiefs playbook. Just see how this works. And I mean, hopefully our offense, our defense, and whatnot step up. And see the Super Bowl. Oh, I didn't sim to the Super Bowl. I am not the smartest. We're gonna look at the Super Bowl, and I bet you the Cowboys. No, it's gonna be the Eagles and the Ravens. All right, I'm actually down for that. Yearly awards. Lamar Jackson gets MVP again. Interesting. Coach of the year is Nick Sirianni. And are we up there anywhere? We are most definitely not. We went 4-13. Why would I think we were up there?
All right, we're gonna see who won the Super Bowl. And the Ravens won the Super Bowl against the Eagles. And Lamar must be a cheat code. Let's see who has an upgrade. Just a bunch of guys that are borderline useless. Awesome. And that's year 2, so hopefully we can get going a little better. So I'm gonna see who retired. All right, our kicker retired. Sweet. That's fine. To be honest, we'll just sign another one. We'll look at awards. We'll see if we got anything. Lamar Jackson. Offensive player of the year is gonna be Cooper Kupp. Von Miller got defensive player of the year, and then Randall Roach, the quarterback, got the rookie of the year for the Bucks. And defensive tackle Justice Amos for the Lions got rookie of the year for the defense. So that sucks. But that's all right. We aren't going to re-sign anyone. So we're just going to go immediately into free agency, take a peek at our team, see what positions we need. And we're going to go from there. Next week, because I think honestly we could probably sign a free safety in free agency, because I think that's like our main need right now is just a free safety. Yeah, I mean we could use a right tackle for sure. Our right tackle's not very good. Shaq Mason is regressing. He's probably gonna retire after this year. So we'll have to look out for that.
John Mechie. We're gonna get a different wide receiver too, because I want him in the slot, because he performs well in the slot. Larry Tunsil regressed. We will find a free safety. John Petrie goes up the superstar. Of course he does. Interesting. Negative morale, but we also have regression from Michael Pierce. He has 32. I don't remember how big of a deal I signed for him. What's his contract? Is he for another year? I don't know. Well, I think he's for another year. But our main needs are on defense. We need a D tackle, probably right outside linebacker. I mean, we got the draft as well. Desmond Keene's gonna start regressing. All right, so we're gonna find a wide receiver 2, and honestly, a wide receiver 2 and a free safety should be really on. Maybe a D tackle should be what I get in free agency, unless there's some just absolute studs in free agency. But we'll see. Hassan Reddick, tempting, but I don't need him. Tyrone Smith, he's old. Stephen Gilmore's old. Micah Hyde, old. DJ Reed Jr. could be a good signing. DJ Reader's a little bit on the older side. Jordan Poyer. I mean, we're just gonna take a peek and see, who is available. BJ Hill or Eric Armstead. Elijah Moore. This is kind of a weak free agency class. Jarek Willis, left tackle. He looks like he could be a good signing. We're gonna give him an offer. We have 77.8 mil to work with. Let's just look at wideouts and just see if there's a decent option for, a wideout 3. Zay Jones. Quez Watkins, kind of on the younger side. I mean, I don't really want a lot of these guys, being completely honest. I might try trading for one. I'm not sure. I do know I'm going to have one of the, more so like first round-ish, like top of the first round picks. We'll make him a medium offer. I'm not too terribly worried if we sign him or not. That left tackle would be nice. D tackle, I don't want age, but I want someone that's gonna be able to progress and become better. Do we just get someone like Puna Ford or Osa Adigizua? That was horrific. We'll see if we can sign him. I think him and our other guy will be a great combo. And then free safety, maybe even strong safety. I mean, here was 28, 25 at 74. Is there any strong safeties that aren't old as snot? Darnell Savage. Yeah, I'm gonna go after this 25-year-old guy and just small contract. I hope he signs. I mean, there really wasn't like very many big names, like good guys. I mean, I could try getting Hassan Reddick for like a cheap. I don't want you for 3 years. I'll take you for 2.
No, I won't. I'm not. I don't want to send rhetoric for that. I'm gonna eval. Elijah Moore's the only one who has not signed out of who I targeted. Lovely. Let's see if he signs. And he does not sign with us. I'm gonna take another peek at wideouts, see if there's. I don't want Michael Thomas. DJ Chark. We'll go with this after this Quez Watkins guy. Do 3 years. I'm not getting him like very much money at all. We'll see if he signs. And he does sign. Okay, cool. So the wide receiver room isn't looking amazing, but it doesn't need to be amazing. I don't think, to be completely honest with you. Not managed team. I'm so used to like managed team mean like managed roster, and we're just gonna do the best lineup and see what it's looking like. Generate best lineup, confirm. Oh, okay. Quez Watkins already has an upgrade suite. Tank Dell stays our number 1. John Mechie goes back to number 3, and he should be in the slot. I'm gonna try trading Tunsil, because honestly, if worse comes to worse, we have TJ Howard or T Howard to use, and then on defense we brought in. Yeah, we're honestly looking like pretty solid. Free safety is a little bit of an issue, but it's not the end of the world. But other than that, like, I think we could definitely be going somewhere with this team this year, and might be able to finish better than 4-13. But we're just gonna sim to the draft, and we're gonna go and take some picks there. We're gonna pause it immediately and try to see if we can get anything for Laremy Tunsil. He's older, but he's a high overall, so I think we could probably get a first for him. I don't know, maybe top 15 first. I am gonna look at the draft board first just to see if there's anyone I really would like. If there isn't, wow, I'm second. Perfect. So if there isn't someone I like in the top 5, I'm probably not gonna pick him up. Okay, this guy might be good. Physicals, elite, good strength, 34 reps. Oh, left outside linebacker in the top 5. Some of these guys actually look good. Let's see what his physicals are. Elite acceleration. I'm picking this guy first, Andrew Brown. Andrew Brown, you're gonna become a mother trucking freaking. You're gonna be a Texan, brother. Then, is there any other like Chris Richards? Oh my gosh, Chris Richards looks really good. Jeez. Okay, I'm gonna try getting Chris Richards and Andrew Brown. Chris Richards is number 8. So we'll see if we can trade. Trade. Skip ahead in the draft. It's the next pick. That left tackle Connor Fazio or Fasano went first. I want to keep this pick. Dude, I forget how you trade picks. Trade center, there you go. I am not the smartest. Oh, who has a decent high pick and also needs... Oh, dude, I pick again? Let's trade to the... Let's see if the Saints would like a pick. Trade finder. Or would like Laramie Tunsil.
The Saints might be interested in giving up their first for him. He's high overall. Let's just see if he goes through. Let's put him over cap. Well, they're already 2.5 million under. I should have known. Titans. Okay, it needs to be someone with cap. Dude, everyone has negative cap. Negative 53 mil. Okay, the Bucks. They have a good left tackle, but do they have a good right tackle? Yes. What are all my picks? Second, first. See if I throw the second in here, if they'll take it. Oh, perfect. Beautiful. All right, so I have 3 top 7 picks. Make your selection, pick player. I can honestly go after this cornerback. Is this guy any good? Yeah, I don't want him. I have CJ Stroud away. What am I doing? All right, we're gonna go. Andrew Brown's a need, so we're gonna take him. Of course, he's normal dev. He's looking good though. Right hand, 81 strength, 86 speed, 85 jump, and 90 excel. That's actually really good for a left outside linebacker. But all right, we'll let it be. I'm gonna skip ahead in the draft. Advance to the next pick. Left end. Make your selection. Pick player. This cornerback's going to be interesting if he's still available at 7. I don't think he's very good, to be honest with you. And that's probably why the CPU is skipping over him. But who was it that I really liked? I think it's Chris Richards. Or was he the first one taken, the guy that I really liked? Oh no, it was definitely this guy. We're going to take him. Hidden Dev, 87 strength, 86 XL, 74 speed, 82 jump. Yeah, this guy can be a beast for sure. Right-handed, just like me for real. Just kidding. I'm not going to take that from you, Brandon. 21 years old. That's great. And we have another first-round pick in like 2 picks. We'll just advance. See who gets taken. Next user pick. Anthony Weaver. Yeah, I mean. Oh, dude, did I skipped it and it took a corner. Rest in peace, man. I totally didn't mean to do that. Oh my gosh. Hopefully it turns out to be good. I mean, he was rated the second guy and he fell. I need a free safety, so let's look for a free safety. Ooh, I mean, strong safety could get moved to free safety. Darren Byers. He honestly doesn't look amazing. I mean, it is round 3, I believe. Yeah, so I mean, no one here is going to be just absolutely phenomenal. But, ooh, 8 power. We might be able to find some diamonds in the rough. Elite strength. I'm going to take this guy. Hidden Dev, 82 XL, 85 speed. This guy ain't bad at all. Nice. That's probably the last pick I'm going to show. And, yeah, I'll see you guys after the draft is done. All right, so we finished the draft. We were 14-3 last season, which is terrific. Well, let's take a peek at the draft recap, see if any of the guys we got were good. And they probably won't be, but that's my luck. And we will get going into season 3 of the rebuild. But, all right. All right, so Andrew Brown ended up being pretty good, 76. Ooh, that cornerback that the CPU picked for us was a freaking 79 overall. Nice. Daniel Hazleton, that free safety I grabbed in the third, 75. He's gonna be starting for us. That's great. And then really I just let the CPU take over after that pick. I think I chose Tyrone Kitchens because he looked fast, and then it was all CPU after that. But we got some good picks. A starting corner, we got a speed rusher, a left outside linebacker, we got a starter there as well. We got a starter at free safety, and then a left tackle to replace, Lindstrom. But we'll see the highest overall. And the highest overall was Braden Weber. That's awesome. And that was Cam Jones. Oh man, we got 2 in the top 5 highest overalls. That's awesome. That's really good for us. Yeah, I think our team's going to be really good this year. And hopefully, I think that corner probably has it in dev. I would assume that he would, simply because he's the highest overall of the class. But who knows? You could have like normal dev or something. Something stupid because it's Madden. That's how it goes. But we'll see. So we got TJ Howard in there. Generate best lineup. Confirm. We're going to start you right here. We're going to put Willis at right tackle. Edit player, dropping down to right tackle. Yeah, this way. And then, I'm just gonna look at the overalls. CJ Stroud's an 81. You got Tank Dell at an 81. We got Watkins in free agency. He's up to an 80 right now. John Mitchie is up to a 79 currently at wide receiver 3, and then just nobody at wide receiver 4. Damian Pierce, the halfback that the CPU drafted was hidden dev, which is cool. Damian Pierce up to an 87, C shot up to an 81. I think I already said that. Shaq Mason is regressing, but it's alright. He is replaceable, as much as I don't want to say that. I'm going to put our hidden dev guy up starting at left tackle. And then defense, we got A. Brown. That free safety was hidden dev too. Got Weber, who I'm going to put above Desmond Keene. And then I'm going to see if we can trade Shaq Griffin for somebody. Yeah, I mean, our team's looking like actually really nice. Special teams, we don't have a kicker or puncher because I forgot to sign him because I'm a genius, but we'll just hop in and sign him. John Mitchie's back in at slot, which is good for him. He should be able to do good there. We're going to put in our new Weber bro, Byron Weber, I think is his name. At slot corner, we're going to trade away Shaquille Griffin. And just see if we can get a pick for him. Because really, let's see if we can do Howard and Griffin in like a combo deal to someone. I don't know what they're looking like, but we'll see. Let's see who's on the trade block. No one good. Got it. Trade finder. Who's a decent tight end? I mean, we could use a backup running back. Let's see. Do they still have Austin Eckler? Tyler Algier would be nice, just to have a backup. Let's see who the 49ers have. McCaffrey, Chance at Barkley, Etienne, Jameer Gibbs. Josh Jacobs, 99 overall. Cam Akers is an 85. J.K. Dobbins. Kenneth Walker's a 94. Zach Charbonnet's 78. Najee Harris. Elijah Mitchell. T.J. Spears.
Derrick Henry's old. The Bears have cap room. So honestly, we're just going to see who they have just in general. Actually, no, we're going to try getting draft picks. We're going to toss in... Who was it? It was Jay Howard and Shaquille Griffin.
We have a lot of players. They're not interested in any of them. Of course they aren't. They need center, D tackle, left outside linebacker, quarterback, and right end. All right. We just need a team that has like actual cap. Ooh, Bucks need right tackle. They're not interested though. Let's see if we can get a second. Nah, who am I kidding? We're gonna shoot for the stars. First, nope. Let's see if we can get a third in a second. Only a second. I'm not putting anyone else in there. Cardinals need everything, but no one's interested in these guys. They're both kind of old. So I'm probably not going to get much for them. But I'm sure I can get something. Yeah, so we're going to go back up. The Commanders had cap. Okay, honestly, the Bucks will probably be the team that gives something for him. Yeah, because they traded Laramie Townsend to him. Let's just try to get their kicker. Two Coopers. That's cool. Kate Auden. Richard White. Luther Cole. Nice. Yeah, I don't think I want any of their players. I'll take draft picks though. Let's see if I can just get third and a fifth. Perfect. That works. That was taking cap off of my team, and now we're gonna just sim to the regular season. And then we're going to take a peek at our team and what it's looking like at the regular season. And at that point, we will move forward. Elite quarterback with Justin Herbert. All right. Staff. Choose draft class. We're going to not.
Auto-generated rookies. But, prospects. Defense might be kind of strong in this class. I'm going to leave my scouts the same. I don't really care. But, let's just take a peek at our roster. See what we're looking like going into the regular season. And I actually really like where we are. 74, hopefully he develops pretty well. But our line is not looking bad at all. Our backfield's pretty decent. And then on defense, we got 80 overall, Byron Weber, I believe. We got Derek Stingley. We got Desmond Keene. Got a pretty good backfield. I think we got it. I think I still need a kicker. Oh, it literally signed the worst kickers for me. Why is he wearing a hat?
That's so weird. Yeah, I'm gonna go and sign a kicker real quick, just because I don't feel like missing field goals every time we kick one. Chris Boswell is gonna have to do. He's not the worst, but it's okay. Alright, we're gonna auto-generate the best lineup, and then we're gonna sim. Oh, we cut a player. Ooh, so scared. I could cut any of these guys and not really care, but we're gonna cut the kicker. Sorry. Not really though. This rebuild's been pretty fun, but you know, I can't wait to get more ideas and to do more things. If you guys have rebuilds that you want to see, make sure you comment what you want to see in the rebuilds, because I love doing them. They're fun to do, and we're going into season number 3 right here, which is kind of wild. But yeah, just comment any ideas you have for rebuilds that you'd like to see, and yeah, I mean, we'll get something figured out, man. And it's a bye, and we are 1-6. How are we so freaking bad? Holy cow! Andrew Brown has an upgrade. He can be a speed rusher. What is wrong with our team? Like, what is the worst part of our team? Our defense is horrific. It looks like we're going to change defensive playbooks, because what I did messed it all up, I guess. And we will go with, I honestly do Detroit's playbook. I don't know. It's probably good.
But wow, we who's negotiating their contracts this year? Jalen Petrie, Damian Pierce, Derek Stingley, Kenyon Green. We don't need John Mitchie. Michael Pierce, who we're going to let go of because he's old. Will Anderson Jr., who we're going to sign right now. Oh, we can't. And CJ Stroud, and we'll probably pick up both their 5th-year options. And yeah, we'll negotiate with both these guys. Maybe not Damian Pierce. I'm sure we could pick someone up in free agency, but we'll sign him at the end of the year. We have $111 million to work with. I'm not too terribly concerned, but let's see if we can turn this around. I'm not sure, to be completely honest with you. And we finished 4-13 again, the exact same stats we had last year. CJ Stroud with 19 passing touchdowns and 15 interceptions. Maybe that one test he did where he scored horrifically was correct. Damian Pierce had 11 touchdowns. CJ Stroud had 3. Max Short had 1. How tall is he? He's 6'1", so he ain't short. But wow, I mean, this is bad. Dalton Schultz with 932 yards. Quez Watkins with 800. John Mechie, Tank Dell. Wow. Yeah, I mean, oh jeez. Our tackles combined let up 27 sacks. That explains it just a little bit. At the midseason, we forgot to take a peek at the team. That's alright. Tackles, 24 for Devin White. 124 for Devin White. Braden Weber with 99. Tackles for loss, 16 for Braden Carter. 12 for Devin White. 9 sacks for Junior. 6.5 for Carter. Chenoweth with 2. And a few guys with 1. And then 2 picks for Devin White. 2 picks for Daniel Hazelton, that free safety we picked up.
and a pick for Desmond Keene and Derek Stingley. Man, it might be like a little bit of an understatement to say we blew. We suck. And I mean, we're not even that bad of an overall. An 84 overall is not that bad of a team. It's wow. I mean, no one's upgrading, but I wonder why. He's a 77 overall. Nothing too special. Star Dev. Let's see. Michael Haysden's an 80. Superstar X Factor.
Let's go. Generational talent that was accidentally drafted. I was debating drafting this guy, and I probably wouldn't have if it wasn't for, well, if it wasn't for the geez, Superstar X Factor, awesome. I mean, that's killer. All right, let's go and re-sign a few guys, and then we're gonna have to figure out what went wrong, what playbook to change to, and pray for a good fourth year. Manage roster, we're gonna re-sign. He's gonna want like a good deal. Okay, he wants more money, which is fine. He's not good, or he's good. He has good averages, but 8.25 mil. That works. Derek Stingley Jr., you are a must come back. Give you 7-year. Big contract. Because you'll develop into something better. John Mechie, you're good. I want you to come back. Nothing too crazy. I could honestly probably be giving these guys like player friendly. We'll pick up the 5th year on both these guys, and then I don't need him. Chris Boswell will just offer that too. And then we're gonna come back and offer him more money and see if he signs. After the Super Bowl, advanced week, we're gonna sim to the Super Bowl, sim ahead, and let's see who wins the Super Bowl this time. It's the Jaguars and the Saints. Lovely. And we're gonna look at yearly awards. Oh, 2025 retirements. Let's see who retired. Derrick Henry retired? Jeez. I wonder if Laramie Tunsil retired. Travis Kelce retired. Rough year on the retirements. But we'll look at the recap. Josh Allen gets MVP. New Orleans wins. Desmond Ridder becomes the Super Bowl MVP. Looks like we have an offensive or defensive player of the year. Offensive player of the year goes to Lamar Jackson again. Wow, I think, is that 3 years in a row that we've had Lamar Jackson as offensive player of the year? Let's see who has an upgrade. A bunch of no names. That's cool. Practice squad guys. And we're gonna go try to sign Petrie. Hopefully he resigns. And hopefully our line can do better. Our tackles played horrifically. Like, so bad. I'm gonna up the money a little bit. And
And this is simply because he has... Oh, he's not even superstar anymore. I'm not giving him too much more. I can draft or find someone. Okay, cool. He still signs. CJ Stroud, I'll pick up his 5th year option. Then I don't need anyone else. Yeah, everyone else can go. Michael Pierce regressed hard. We're going to see what the team looks like right before we go into free agency. Just to take a peek at, because I think there might be some big names free agency. We could use like a better wide receiver. Dalton Schultz goes up to superstar. Shaq Mason regresses again. He'll probably be good for another year, but we're gonna need to look for a replacement. Daniel Hazelton is a superstar, which is awesome. Will Anderson still superstar, 90 overall already. He's gonna go up to our corner one. He's doing good. G Brown's up to 78. I like where the team is. I don't know why they can't play well. I really don't know why they can't play well. If there's anyone in free agency that's like really good that would just be a huge addition to this team, we're gonna go for him by all means. But I mean, Jalen Waddle, are you ready to become a Texan? Make that offer. That is a fat bag for Jalen Waddle. Okay, George Pickens is up here too. Jalen Phillips. Ryan Stonehouse. Man, we have people interested. DJ Reader, he's old. Tyler Lockett's old. Carter Williams. I mean, we have a center. Kicker, we're gonna get a real kicker. We'll get Jake Elliott. We'll just offer him that. I mean, the only position I really want is D tackle. Grover Stewart is regressing. I mean, Dante Jackson. There's not a ton of room to like upgrade, if that makes sense. Like the players just aren't there at the moment. And I guess we'll go down to defensive tackle. Yeah, they're all just as old. I'm just gonna offer DJ Reader a nice contract and hope he signs. We go to everyone. Oh no. Okay, we got Jalen Waddle and Jake Elliott. Fetch, man. We're going after Grover Stewart. I don't have a choice, really. That's a fat contract. And we get Grover Stewart. Okay. I spent way more than I wanted to in free agency. We'll send to the draft. Honestly, like, we're just going to be picking, like, the best player available. We might look for a better tackle or, like, end or something, but we don't have a ton of needs on our team. I mean, it just really is up to development. We'll see what the time looks, or what the team looks like with the best generated lineup. Got Waddle, Tank Dell, and John Mechie. I mean, I think Waddle can be really good. CJ Stroud struggles this rebuild, to say the least. I might put him back at left tackle because he'll probably perform better at left tackle than right tackle. And then I'm going to move over the player I brought into left tackle. the guy I drafted. What's his name again? I can't remember. Chris Richards, who was horrendous last year. Just take him over to right tackle, and hopefully he plays good. I don't have any expectations at all. 75, 78. He's down 4 morale though. I mean, our team is not happy. And then we got Grover Stewart. I think if we can win some games, we'll do much better. It's just a matter of time, to be honest. And that's something we don't have in a rebuild that has to fit into a 1-hour video. Is time. But we'll start the draft. I won't be surprised if I have the first pick. I'm not sure, though. And I somehow have the 4th pick. Draft board we're going to take a peek at. And we have the 4th pick. And I'll probably only pick every pick in the first 3 rounds. And then I'm just going to sim it. But, pick number 4. Right ends seem to be plentiful in this draft. Colin Jarrett. This guy looks like he might be good. Or not. I don't know. We don't really need, like, a new end. That's the only issue. I mean, we can never have too many corners. If he's fast. Elite acceleration. I think this is going to be our guy. That's going to be our first rounder right there. We're going to sim to our pick. Next user pick. Make selection. If one of those right ends is like super amazing, like that's just going to suck. Like we're going to have to take it as it is. Normal dev, of course. He's quick. Acceleration's pretty fast. Hopefully he's a good overall. I'm thinking he'll be like a 74, 75. And we're just going to skip ahead to the next pick. Alright. Let's see, who do we want? Oh, man. This is rough because really our team just needs to develop. I mean, maybe a tight end? Lead acceleration, lead agility. 4th fastest speed. He looks fast. We'll take him. I mean, none of these guys have had a hidden dev. Damn. I'm actually just gonna let the CPU pick the rest of the picks. So I'll see you after that. Alright, so we're going to check out retirements real quick. We're going to see how well my first 2 picks went, and then I let the CPU take over after that. I was kind of tired. Gabe Jackson. So no one from our team retires, which is good. But we will see. Ooh, I have trade offers for Desmond. Well, let's see if that cornerback that I drafted is any good. And that cornerback's a 77 overall. The CPU actually drafted like halfway decent for us too. It's a 74, I called it. And then this wide receiver that I did not draft is 74. Kind of slow though. He's physical though. I mean, another halfback. 71 wide receiver. I mean, the CPU didn't do amazing, but it wasn't like the end of the world, you know? And we did get the best player in the draft again, and it was a cornerback again. That's awesome. He is normal dev, though. I'm afraid this guy's probably going to be hidden dev. I'm just going to take a peek. Yeah, he's hidden dev, so let's just see what his dev trait is. I wasn't looking at him, but I mean, he's just a star dev. Okay. Well, that's awesome. We got a superstar X Factor last time. This draft class was kind of weak. We have a starter in
that corner though. So I mean, Desmond Keane, what can we get for him? $2028. I don't want any of that. Evan Ingram, 31-year-old tight end. Yeah, I'll take him. Why not? I kind of wanted like a better tight end than Dalton Schultz.
We're gonna just go in. Oh man, I'm not trying to really relocate my stadium. Holy smokes! We're just gonna go to the first week, and then we're gonna manage roster, adjust lineup. Our lineup, it should be looking good, I think. Generate best lineup confirmed. So Dalton Schultz is over Evan Ingram, but we'll keep Evan Ingram at backup. Dean Pierce up to 90 overall. He's hitting dev. All right. Jalen Waddle. You know, I think this is going to be a year that we do decent, I hope. Kyrie Irving. I think his name was Kyrie. Anderson. I mean, we have the team to do good this year. It's just a matter of if the game will sim good or not. But I guess we'll find out as we're going to sim to the regular season right now. All right, so we're at the regular season. We're going to see what our staff looks like. I don't know, our staff or roster. Sometimes dev upgrades happen in the preseason. C Stroud went up in overall. The team mostly looks the same. Steenley is up. Weber's up. Petrie did lose a superstar. I don't know if I just didn't notice that or not. But the team's looking good. If we're gonna win, we're gonna win now. It's just a matter of, do we have the right playbooks? You know, that type of thing. And I guess we're gonna set a season goal to go to the playoffs. This is the fourth and final season of the rebuild, so hopefully we can go somewhere. If not, it's a bummer, but it's all right. And we're gonna sim to the midseason. All right, so at the midseason, we are once again 1-6, and I don't know. I don't know what to do. We have an 87 defense and 85 offense. I just line up. What am I doing wrong? If you know what I'm doing wrong, let me know in the comments, because I have no idea. I mean, we have a good 90. Is our specialist just bad, or? I mean, I don't know. I don't see why we should be 1-6 right now. That's ridiculous. Is it our playbooks? It might be our playbooks. I don't know. Let's see. Is it our playbooks? Andy Reid, Campbell. I mean, I guess let's look at our stats real quick. 1,700 passing yards. That's 7th in the NFL. CJ Stroud cannot not throw interceptions, it looks like, though. And he might have been the wrong guy to stick with for this rebuild. I'm not sure if I should have stuck with CJ Stroud, to be completely honest. Dalton Schultz is leading the team in yards. Jalen Waddle not far behind. John Mitchie does have 3 touchdowns, though. And our defense is just... Steenley has... I mean, our secondary shouldn't have that many tackles. Will Anderson Jr., Brandon Carter, I mean, what's expected? And Jalen Petrie has 1 interception. That's all we have. I don't know, man. I feel like it's our defense, but our defense is good, so I'm not sure. We are gonna sim to the playoffs and see if anything changes. If it doesn't, that sucks. Which I have a feeling it's not gonna. But I guess we're gonna see. And we go 4-13 again. That's 3 for 3 now, man. 3 for 3. We've gone 4-13. But that's it. I guess we'll take a peek at the roster at the end of the rebuild. I don't need to re-sign anybody. I mean, that was the last year. We went 3 of 3 again, or 4-3. At the end, I mean, we have a good team. I don't know why we couldn't get it going. I mean, our cornerbacks were solid. I mean, our defense was like an 82 probably. Like, if you combine all their overalls and then divide it by the stars, it's probably about an 82, 83. But I don't know, man. I don't know how we just sucked so bad. I mean, we'll look at our stats and awards real quick, but we see Stroud finally threw for more than 4,000 yards. Still didn't throw for over 30 touchdowns. Rushing, Damian Pearson hit 1,000 yards, only 7 touchdowns. Receiving, Jalen Waddle led the team with over 1,000 yards. I think that's the first time we've had a receiver with over 1,000 yards. Dalton Schultz with 906 touchdowns. John Mitchie with 8 touchdowns, 800 yards. Tank Dell with 800 yards. I mean, I was trying to make this a semi like normal looking rebuild. But wow, Jarek Wills Jr. let 15 sacks. That's terrific. I think last year he had the same amount. Our tackles are just not it. They're so bad. It's unbelievable how bad they are. And I think honestly it was probably our O-line that screwed us over. I mean, Devin White with 124 tackles, Derek Stingley with 100, Nwosu with 97, 14 tackles for loss for Will Anderson, 6 sacks. I mean, no turnovers basically. I mean, forced fumbles, 2 from Will Anderson, 1 from Stingley. I don't know. Let me know if you guys think I did anything wrong in the rebuild. If there's anything I could have done better. If you guys made it this far in the video, make sure you subscribe. I mean, unless you don't like the videos. But, hey, we had one of the best passing offenses. I think really we needed to do some things differently in this rebuild that we didn't do. But, hey, what do I know? I'm just a kid that plays Madden. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and just make sure to comment ideas below that you'd like to see, and I'll see you guys in the next time. Bye.